Yeah, good afternoon. My name's Andy Melville from the GRIN group. I'm here today to talk to you about the GRIN mowers that we supply. Now, GRIN is an Italian company and do a large range of pulverising mowers. They're not mulching mowers, they're pulverising mowers. And I'm going to talk to you and show you a few of the differences between a mulcher and a pulveriser in what I like to say, did you know? So this particular machine I've got here is the PM, so it's the professional model, 53 centimetre, with a Kawasaki engine on it. Now they do it with a Kawasaki, they do it with a Briggs engine, and they also do it as a limited edition Honda engine. Now these are self-propelled machines, 2-speed drive. They have what I call a suspended floating gearbox that self-tensions the belt as it goes along. But the unique features of the GRIN is the way and what it does to cut in the grass. Now what we've got underneath is, you've got a carbon infused blade which runs lower down than normal mulching blades, so it gives you a greater distance between the top of the deck and the bottom of the deck that creates a vortex air chopping system. And there's a patented disc called the Helix disc, which is this little thing here. Okay, I've slackened the blade off because I'm going to actually show you, because some people, what happens is you can end up damaging your machine and bend the crankshaft. With the GRIN machines, you don't need to take it back to the workshop, you can actually do it yourself. All you need is a 14mm socket, torque wrench, and you take the blade off. So I've loosened this is one I prepared earlier. So we take the nut out with the washer. There's your Marbane infused blade, and this is the patented device called the Helix disc. Right, so the Helix disc sits on there, and then what you've got is you've got this aluminium protection shaft which comes straight off the crankshaft. So if you do damage, it's not going to bend the crankshaft, you're going to break this, and it breaks the ends of that. Now these are about 30 quid, which is a lot cheaper than the crankshaft. So you slide it back onto the crankshaft, you get your Helix disc again, you put your Helix disc back on, you get your blade, and off you go. I'm not going to torque it up, but you need to torque it up before it goes anywhere. So that's unique to actual GRIN itself, and you can do it yourself. You don't need to take it back to the workshop. So you lower it down. You've got a 3mm steel cutter deck on it, and you've got a long range fuel tank on it, and with the Kawasaki engine it's pressure lubricated so it can work on slopes as well. So now moving on to the HM range, which is classed as the home aimed range, which has the loop type handlebar arrangement rather than the independent drive what we've got here. Okay, the main difference is Briggs & Stratton engine, but you don't have all the protection underneath. You do have the aluminium protection, but you don't have the big protection cone. But you do have the Helix disc, and you do have the carbon infused blade on it. That's the main difference between the HM and the PM machine. The PM has a lot more features for the professional use. It's slightly more expensive, but will work on slopes with the Kawasaki engine. But then with the Briggs engine on this particular machine, we also have as well, you can have a range of battery electric machines. This is a tiny little machine. This is only 37 centimeters wide. So it's a very, very small, lightweight machine. You know, it's great for cemeteries. You can pick it up quite easily, use it wherever you want to. I mean, weight's a big factor, and the weight of this machine is only 26.7 kilos, which if you're going to work inside cemeteries for moving around in between the headstones, it's absolutely superb machine. You can have it in a petrol, but to be quite honest, you'd be better off with battery electric anyhow. You can have this in battery electric as well if you want. It's up to you. So basically that's, did you know about the GRIN range? Because we do, and we want you to have a look at them. Give us a call for a demo.